It's that 3 p.m. crash, but it starts at 11 a.m. It's the feeling of waking up after 8 hours of sleep and still feeling like you need 4 more. It's that persistent, draining fatigue that settles over you like a heavy blanket, a feeling that no amount of coffee can seem to cut through. You've been told it's just stress, normal aging, or that your labs are fine. But you know this is not normal. This exhaustion is real, and you are not imagining it. Before we begin, please remember that I am a health researcher and translator, not a medical doctor. This video is for informational and educational purposes only. Please consult your physician for any medical advice. Today, we're going to put the science back into your kitchen and find the clarity you deserve. For so long, we've been told that energy is all about our brains or our muscles. But what if the root of this energy crisis isn't in your head? What if it's in your gut? When we in the research field look at the data, we see an incredibly strong, direct connection between the state of your gut and the state of your energy. This connection is managed by what is known as the microbiome, the vast community of trillions of bacteria living in your digestive tract. Think of this as a complex, intelligent organ that you have to feed. When this community is balanced and well-fed, it's your greatest ally. It helps you digest food, produces vitamins, and sends calming signals to your brain. But when this system is out of balance, a state we call dysbiosis, it's a different story. This can be caused by stress, a high pathogen load, or a diet lacking in specific nutrients. An imbalanced microbiome stops sending those calming signals, and instead, it can create a state of persistent, low-grade chronic inflammation. This inflammation isn't like a sprained ankle. It's a quiet, systemic irritation. And this is the critical link. That inflammatory noise travels from your gut to your brain via a superhighway called the gut-brain axis. When your brain receives these constant inflammatory signals, it interprets them as a threat, and it does the only thing it knows how to do to protect you. It slows you down. That brain fog, that lack of motivation, and that deep, cellular fatigue that is the biological sensation of neuroinflammation. Your fatigue isn't a lack of willpower. It's a biochemical signal. So, if an imbalanced microbiome can be the source of our fatigue, the logical next step is to rebalance it. This isn't about a magic pill. It's about a change in strategy. We need to stop thinking about just feeding ourselves and start thinking about feeding that intelligent community inside us. And one of the most powerful, accessible, and scientifically backed tools for this job is a food we've all seen, but perhaps misunderstood: spinach. For decades, we've been told spinach is good for us because of its iron. And while it contains iron, that's not the real story, especially for gut health and energy. The true power of spinach lies in its biochemical structure as a prebiotic and a source of critical energy cofactors. Let's start with the word prebiotic. A prebiotic is, quite simply, food for your beneficial bacteria. Spinach is packed with a specific type of insoluble fiber. This fiber is indigestible to us, so it makes its journey all the way through your small intestine to your colon completely intact. And this is where the magic happens. Your beneficial gut microbes see this fiber as a feast. They begin to break it down or ferment it. Through this process of fermentation, they create as a byproduct one of the most healing compounds in the human body: short-chain fatty acids, or SCFAs. When we analyze these SCFAs, we find one in particular, called butyrate, is a superstar for energy. Why? Two reasons. First, butyrate is the primary fuel source for the cells that line your colon. It keeps your gut barrier strong, healthy, and intact. A strong gut barrier is what stops those inflammatory signals from leaking out and causing problems in the first place. Second, these SCFAs, along with other signals from a happy microbiome, travel through the body and act as powerful anti-inflammatory messengers. I've linked some of the research for you below. They effectively tell the gut-brain axis to calm down. They are the all-clear signal. So, by eating spinach, you are not just eating fiber. You are providing the raw material for your own gut bacteria to create the very compounds that reduce inflammation and, in turn, resolve that deep-seated fatigue. But spinach doesn't stop there. It's also a powerhouse of cofactors essential for our cellular energy production. It is rich in folate, vitamin B9, and magnesium. These aren't just abstract vitamins. They are the literal spark plugs in your body's energy-producing cycle, the Krebs cycle. Magnesium, for example, is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions, many of which are dedicated to turning food into energy. When you feel tired, you are often low on these critical cofactors. Spinach delivers both the gut-balancing fiber and the cellular energy cofactors in one brilliant package. So, we have the why our fatigue is linked to an imbalanced microbiome. We have the what. The prebiotic fiber and cofactors in spinach can feed our good bacteria and fuel our cells. Now, we need the how, because how you prepare spinach matters. Many of us in this 45-plus audience have heard concerns about oxalates in raw spinach, which can be irritating for some. While this is a valid consideration, the solution is not to avoid this incredible food, but to prepare it intelligently. For our purposes, to maximize its gut-supporting and energy benefits, we want to make its nutrients as easy to absorb as possible. The simplest way to do this is to use spinach that has been lightly cooked. You can buy a large bag of frozen spinach, which is typically blanched, quickly steamed before freezing. This process breaks down some of those tough cell walls, making the fiber more accessible to your microbes and the magnesium and folate more bioavailable to body. Here is the most practical, effective protocol to make this a daily habit: the 2-minute microbiome smoothie. This is designed to be your daily, gut-feeding, energy-supporting tool. In your blender, you will combine 1 cup of frozen spinach. This is our blanched, easy-to-digest, prebiotic base. Seconi, 1/2 cup of wild blueberries. We use these for their powerful antioxidants, called anthocyanins, which support the gut-brain axis and protect against neuroinflammation. Third, 1/4 of an avocado. This healthy fat is crucial. It helps you absorb the fat-soluble vitamins from the spinach, and it provides a slow-release energy that balances your blood sugar. Fourth, 1 cup of unsweetened coconut water or filtered water. The coconut water is excellent for adding trace mineral electrolytes, which are critical for hydration and energy signaling. Blend this for 60 seconds. What you have now is not just a green smoothie. It is a biochemically designed meal. You have the prebiotics from the spinach, the antioxidants from the blueberries, the healthy fats from the avocado, and the electrolytes from the water. You are feeding your microbiome the specific fuel it needs to produce those anti-inflammatory SCFAs. You are providing your cells with the cofactors they crave. This is how you use your kitchen to send a clear, powerful signal of healing to your gut, and in turn, to your brain. The path to reclaiming your energy is not a sprint. It's a daily practice of intentional, scientific self-care. It's not about finding a magic solution, but about understanding the biological reality that when you feed your body with clarity, your body will respond with vitality. You have the power to change how you feel, and it starts right here.